She showed off a stuffed animal that was delivered to her. Then, in her final few seconds, she's seen looking into the distance right before she is shot. Jalisco state authorities said a man entered her salon and fired at her, and she had no vital signs when medics arrived. The suspects have yet to be identified, but the case is being investigated as a suspected femicide.
So, man, there's been a lot of things going on. One of the topics that is going super crazy, super viral is this Mexican TikToker. And I know probably you guys are going to be like, oh, come on, bro. You know, we don't want to hear about the TikTokers. Big shout out to the TikTokers. But this case is going viral all over not only Mexico, the US, Latin America, but just worldwide. And the reason why it is going crazy is because it's this influencer, as usual, influencer TikTok model, and she was on the live, and as usual, they were sending her gifts and everything. One of the friends was there with her. I guess a couple of friends that were on the chat, they were saying, "Oh, you know, they're gonna send you a gift and a gift," and she wanted to leave. She's like, "No, you know, I don't want to stay here. You know, we gotta leave." And no, we're gonna give you a gift, and they, the delivery person arrived with the Starbucks, then with another gift, and next thing you know, a person showed up and in a motorcycle and deleted her. And this was caught on the live stream, TikTok's live stream. So that is the reason why this is going crazy and it's going super viral, man. Let me play this video for you guys so I can get you guys up to beat.
A TikTok live stream ended in terror when a
Wait, let me show you
23-year-old
guys here.
beauty influencer was shot. A TikTok live stream ended in terror when a 23-year-old beauty influencer was shot dead on camera at her salon in Western Mexico. Valeria Marquez had thousands of followers on social media, where just moments before her death, she showed off a stuffed animal that was delivered to her. Then, in her final few seconds, she's seen looking into the distance right before she is shot dead. Jalisco state authorities said a man entered her salon and fired at her, and she had no vital signs when medics arrived. The suspects have yet to be identified, but the case is being investigated as a suspected femicide. A rampant problem in Mexico, a country that has seen staggering level of violence against women and girls.
It's crazy. Sad. It's very sad. So they got her in the middle of the live stream, and this happened in down in Mexico. The city is called Zapopan, Guadalajara, right? It's Guadalajara, Jalisco. The city's called Zapopan, or area, and kind of sucks, man, because that's the name of a fruta spot that I go. Zapopan, in the city of Bellflower, Bell Gardens. Shout out to them. So yeah, so it was crazy, man. So Valeria Marquez was addressing her TikTok followers in the live stream from her beauty salon. So she was the owner at 23 years old. She was already the owner of a beauty salon down there. So she was there live streaming when somebody arrived. Someone arrived at the door to deliver a small parcel. And he's a little piglet, the 23-year-old beauty influencer exclaimed as she returned to her viewers and unwrapped the stuffed animal, smiling as she tossed her long blonde hair. So they're saying that this little pink piglet, had a meaning, right? Some people are saying that she was set up by her friend, because I can I can play the video, but I'm not going to play the video for you guys because um the YouTube norms and regulations and all rules. I don't want to get banned, but you guys can go on TikTok and just type in her name, and the video's there, man. Um, so people are saying that they gave her that piglet, or that little pig, so that way the shooter knew who she was as soon as she arrived to the person he arrived to the place. They told them, like, hey, it's gonna be the blonde girl with the blonde hair. So now this is so far alleged, right? I'm gonna say alleged. There is updates, but um, I'm gonna bring you guys up to date later on. But so far, this is what we know, right? So and then they're saying, some people are saying that it's her own friend that was there with her, because um, when after she got shot, right? normally you will hear, and that's true. I agree with them, right? If something happens, especially like a lot of females, they yell, they start crying, dudes start yelling, or you start hearing people in distress, right? And in this case, the friend, you cannot, the friend didn't have no reaction, nothing. The only thing she did was go straight to the phone, to the Valeria Marquez, the victim's phone, and she ended the live stream there, the TikTok live stream. So it's kind of like, if my friend just got shot or hurt, I'm not gonna go and run to the phone and end the live stream, right? On the contrary, I might even start telling the people, hey, this and this happened, or you'll hear me panicking. And so people are thinking that she had something to do. Some other people are saying that Valeria Marquez, was involved with with certain groups down there in Mexico. The mob, the cartels, So, and people are saying, 23 years old, all that successful and all that stuff, and um, she was in malos pasos, the way they say, right? She was not living a good life. She was living a life in a world of lavishness, but when it came to being surrounded to people of that are doing good, she was not surrounded by those people. So moments later, so this happened, and it says moments later she was unalived, slumped over in her chair. Yeah, that's crazy. You see on the video, man, she just goes boom, um, and she was slumped over her chair with blood pooling on the desk in front of her. Even as the live stream continued, the footage ended only when another person picked up the phone. There we go. Their face momentarily showing to the viewers. According to the state of Jalisco, okay, the state is Jalisco. Yeah, there you go. According to the Jalisco State Attorney General Office, Marquez was shot in the head by a male intruder into her hair salon, into her salon. In a case, it is being investigated as a suspected femicide. In Mexico, when it comes to females, a woman, they categorize the unaliving differently, right? Like they don't call it homicide; they actually call it femicide because it's the crime and the violence against females down there. It is so crazy that they gotta. I'm guessing they not only call it femicide, they put the name of femicide just because they put it because it's more charges. That's how bad it is, down there. Um, so an investigating suspect femicide, the killing of a woman or a girl of gender based on reasons. The death of Marquez, a public figure with more than 100,000, 100,000 followers, has sent shockwaves through the country that has long struggled with high levels of both homicide and violence against women. According to a spokesperson for the Jalisco prosecutor's office, the man accused of committing the crime showed up at the site of the murder before Marquez had arrived. So the killer showed up and arrived way before um, she was there, and then he came back a couple of times. So the suspect's name has not been released, and it is not the crime is still being investigated as related to drug cartels. So there's a lot of things, a lot of speculations and stuff that people are saying, right? That she was involved with the mob, and um, she was not around good people. She was not around good people, and but it's crazy, man. You gotta watch who you're hanging out with. Sometimes a lot of people in this type of lifestyle, right? They they get hooked on it. They like that lavish lifestyle. They like all of that money, um, jewels, gifts, and all that. And 22-year-old and 23-year-old, and they were saying, man, that she had not only, but the person that is suspected to be the shooter, he's supposed to be the ex, and she's got another boyfriend. Now they haven't talked about the boyfriend. And what was crazy, that's more. I know. There's more. What's even crazier is that they're saying that the cops took a long time to arrive there. They took a long time, wow, to arrive there. I don't know why my screen came over here. Um, and that's because they didn't want to show up. And there's been cases also too where Valeria Marquez will go to clubs, and even the bouncers will be like, "Hey, man, like you can't come in." They wouldn't let her in because she was so connected with the cartel people that they didn't want them show up and make a ruckus, right? So, but man, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they catch the she was so beautiful. Hey, Lupe, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, man, but people sometimes choose to hang around bad company, and that's very, very, very tragic. Um, But big shout out to everybody tuning in. Do me a huge favor, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you can drop a comment, it helps the live stream too. Let me know where you're watching from, and because I would love to give you a shout out and shout out your city or where you are watching from.